Well, I think it's that time again. Time that always happens when this month draws near. Today, I'm here to celebrate my mom's birthday. She has reached the pinnacle of what most elderly people go through, and she has reached 81. Alright, so I think it's 81. I'm not sure. Is that 81 or 71? I think it's 71. I'm not sure. But she's really getting up there. Without her, I would not be here. And seriously, it is because of her that I am who I am today. So how do I celebrate her birthday? I play a few rounds of Pac-Man. So I believe most people know that I am an LPer. But my origins of being who I am now go all the way back when I was a kid. You see, when I was younger, my mom used to be into the choir. And the fact that she was in the choir, I mean, that she used to go on certain, you know, she used to go on plenty of trips. Mainly she went to, she went to places like, New York, mainly New York. And well, what she did when I was a kid was she bought me a few video games. Games I've never even heard of. I mean, yes, I had games like Mario Brothers and Pac-Man, but well, the games that she got me were different. These were games I never even heard of. So this kind of explains the origin of my channel. Because if it weren't for my mom, really, I would not be an LPR. Let alone be an author. So in a sense, I am fulfilling a dream. I am fulfilling a dream that she had once. But for what it was worth, you know. But for what it was worth, it was worth something, you know. It was worth, you know, the time that she put in for me. Because, well, she got me games like Yoshi and King's Knight. And like I said, these are games I never even heard of. And I have to say, I thank God for her, really. Because it's because of her I can appreciate games like these. Which is why I play mainly more of the retro variety than modern. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do play modern on my own time. I have to say, that mainly this game is a part of history in our family. Namely, long before I was even born. This was a game. I mean, to me, you know, this was the game we all grew up with. Now, for those who don't know, when I was younger, I used to have the board game of Pac-Man. And what I had done, and mind you, I was a kid, I didn't know any better. And seriously, true story, I swallowed a marble. Just remember when you were a kid, you know, you did things out of sheer and utter. You know, you did it out of sheer and utter weirdness. That's why you did it. So, the one thing I actually did was just, you know, I actually went through, you know, playing with Pac-Man, and, you know, since I was a kid, well, I mean, I used to buy a lot of the video game-based board games. Like, I own a copy of The Legend of Zelda. I also own a copy of the Super Mario Brothers board game. And, of course, Pac-Man. I was perhaps the coolest kid I've ever known because of that. I kid you not, I was the kid to come to. It's like, if you didn't know who I was, any kid on the block would tell you. I was the kid who had it all. The kid who had just about everything. I mean, my mom has done a lot for me. I mean, she really did a lot for me. And just like my dad did, you know, quite a lot, she did more because she worked overtime. And what did I do? Just bring in good grades. That's all I actually did. Just bring in good grades. So, me playing old games like this, I see it as a mark of honor. Because my mom got me so many weird games, it's ridiculous. And they were just out of the way, you know. She did that because she thought, you know, that since it's one of those times that, you know, she actually do something for me. This is what she did. Keep forgetting about them Funkies. But my mom, though, she's still alive, which I can pretty much say, as I said before, if not for her, if not for her, I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't be playing video games. I wouldn't have become a writer if not for her. And, you know, that's saying a lot. I mean, really, that says a lot. I didn't mean to do that. The one thing that I know I'll probably be never good at, because there was only one man in my family who could do it. And that's my dad. My dad was a true Pac-Maniac. They played Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, Junior, even Super. I mean, when I was a kid, I had a not TurboGrafx, Texas Instruments. So that was my first console. My first console was a Texas Instruments. So you can imagine, you know, I wanted to play with my folks, but, you know, they had an Atari 7800, so therefore, you know, an Atari 7800, that was something back in the day, you know. Damn you, Funky. I think that's the only time that, you know, my mom and dad ever had fun. And I can attest to being witness because, damn. I can attest to being witness because of that. So therefore, I've heard many stories about what my mom did when she was a kid. She was a tomboy herself. But I guess I hail from a family of gamers. And I'm pretty proud of being a member of this family of gamers. My parents loved the game, and this is pretty much the game that just basically made us into a family. Because when my dad came home, always came home from work, he'd always play, you know, some Pac-Man. And one thing that my dad always did was he used to burn out on controls. He used to burn joysticks. He used to burn out joysticks like crazy. Now I can attest to not being the greatest Pac-Man player of all time. It's like saying I'm not the greatest Dig Dug player of all time. But I play it because I like it. Plus, it's because of my mom that I am a gamer, because she beat me in Pac-Man. She actually beat me at Pac-Man. I didn't know how to play. And it was Miss Pac-Man too. See, I don't know how many LPers can actually attest to saying that, you know, they've been beaten by their own parents. Well, actually, I shouldn't say LPers. I should really say, in general, gamers. How many gamers do you know that can actually say, oh, my mom beat me at Pac-Man. My mom beat me at, this game. But yeah, my history of video games, it all started with my mom. But I'm glad she's still around, so I can actually tell her how much I appreciate her. Because I mean, that's how I am. I feel, you know, you give credit where credit's due. My mom is that credit that made me who I am. And I'm pretty proud to say it. She's backed me up since, I was a kid. She's the one who told me to follow my dreams. And to this day, she still encourages me to actually continue doing what I'm doing, which is mainly writing my books and whatnot. So this is to my mom, in which, without her, none of this would be possible. To where I have such respect for the classics as well as the new games. So, my little tribute to my own mother. Here's to you, Mom. May you live as long as you see fit. And may you enjoy life as long as you find it pleasing. So with that, folks, as I gain this, extend, and lose my life in the process, this has been a tribute of my own mother, as she celebrates another year of life, still standing above ground, still struggling, still living, still surviving. So with that, happy birthday, Mom.